rework NEZHA is a pretty solid frame. The changes has transcended him from a Rhino wannabe, to the god that he is meant to be. In fact, if we compare Rhino and this frame, we can see a huge difference in their skill set. If we take a closer look at NEZHA's ability, we can see that he's not a copycat. His Firewalker gives him speed and crowd control. Clearly, it's not the same as charging and ragdolling enemies, right? His second ability gives damage debuff and lets you teleport. Wait, damage debuff, so it can kill enemies faster? Is that the same with Rhino's Roar that gives you damage buff to kill enemies much faster? No, that's just coincidence. His third gives him damage reduction and invincibility for a short period. Oh fuck it, that looks like, and feels like Rhino's iron skin. Oh hell no NEZHA, don't be a trap. Okay, settle down kids. We still got his fourth ability, which crowd control enemies, and dang, it's a freaking copycat of Rhino's Stomp. Oh hell, why am I still doing this? Okay, I give up. NEZHA is a Rhino wannabe. End video. Okay, let's stop the foolishness. But seriously, if we take a closer look, we see remnants of Rhino to NEZHA's ability. However, it doesn't mean that NEZHA gives the same experience to players as Rhino. His skill set may be mirrored towards Rhino, but if you play NEZHA, you can feel that he's different from a thick Rhino. He's more on speed and agility, compared to Rhino's pure tanking. In fact, I can honestly say that NEZHA's skill set is more fun to play, compared to Rhino. His ability right now synergizes really well with each other, and his movement are more fluid compared to other frames in the game, and with the right build and setup, you can actually go all out with NEZHA at endgame levels. Building the right mod setup for Rhino is easy, and in fact, it totally depends on the user, on how he or she will build NEZHA. But for now, let's just focus on a versatile endgame build for this frame. Take note, refer to my build as a guide and use it to create your own, or follow it if you want. So first, this is the balance endgame build I'm using. If I want survivability, crowd control, and damage debuff, then this is my go-to build. This build does make you versatile, as it has enough efficiency to cast all his abilities, and in fact, you can use all of his abilities in every mission with this mod setup. However, you can tweak this build. Say, if you want more survivability, then you can add a lot of power strength. You can actually take out stretch, and replace it with augur secrets, and then replace transient fortitude with blind rage, and pair it with fleeting expertise, to negate the negative efficiency of this mod. Now this mod setup does give a lot of damage absorption multiplier to your warding halo, and yes, this build will make your NEZHA tanky enough to withstand heavy hits from high-level enemies. In fact, it will allow you to go toe-to-toe with level 130 plus enemies with no problem, but when enemies scale to level 150 plus, or even 200 plus, then the damage reduction, nor the short invincibility of warding halo won't save NEZHA from one-shot, instant death. Don't get me wrong, the ring protecting you from incoming attacks is really reliable, as not only does it gives you 90% damage mitigation, but it also protects you from any status effects. Not to mention that it also has a base armor and health that multiplies, depending on how much damage it takes during the invulnerability phase. However, these features are not enough against the insane amount of damage that level 200 plus enemies deal to your frame. But don't worry, as there are a couple of things you can add on your arsenal to make your NEZHA go against endgame enemies. There's your blazing chakram that can will drop health orbs whenever you kill enemies. Also, you can use Magus Elevate, an arcane meant for your operator to restore your frame's health. But, for a more efficient way to restore your health, then just use a weapon that can steal life from the enemies. Hirudo is a good option, but if you really want to go all out against high-level enemies, then you must try out the new sparring weapon, Kirudo. Now, I have a video about this weapon, detailing all its amazing feature, and you can check it out later. I will just leave the link at the end of this video, but for now, this is basically the build I'm using for this weapon with NEZHA, a red crit monster, with insane finisher damage, plus the new melee meta, condition overload and Zactic combo. With this setup, your NEZHA will be an undying frame that you can have tons of fun playing with, at high to endgame levels, and that's how you make NEZHA undying. To be honest, NEZHA after rework has become a really good frame. He becomes better, with the addition of the Umbral mods, the adaptation mod, and with other addition to the game, like the new weapon Kirudo. He's one of my most played frames after the rework, and if you haven't played NEZHA just yet, then now is the time to finally try out this awesome frame. So that's it. Before you leave, please do give me a favor and hit that like button if you enjoyed watching this video. Also, you can subscribe to our channel if you want to see more informative videos from us. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.